is the ThinkPad X1 Extreme. So something that we found with our current X1 family lineup is the fact that, you know, we have our X1 Carbon and our X1 Yoga, but we don't really have anything in particular that either A, has a 15-inch screen, or B, has some discrete graphics so you can get, you know, different editing and things done. So we feel that we're addressing both of those needs with the X1 Extreme here. So with this, it'll come with a GTX 1050 Ti Max-Q graphics card in this, so you'll be able to do things like, you know, video editing, photo editing, gaming even, as well as VR. So it will be compatible with Windows Mixed Reality as well as Oculus Rift. So it'll work for things like that. And then the nice thing about this is that it's only 3.75 pounds or 4 pounds depending on which display you go with. Just to compare with some of our other ThinkPad systems with discrete graphics, we have one called the T580, and that is about 2 pounds heavier than this machine. So definitely something, normally you wouldn't think of 4 pounds as something slim and light, but in this instance, it is comparatively. So there's two different display options you can go with on this. We'll have the option for FHD, as well as the option for 4K HDR with Dolby Vision. So a really nice screen, especially if you're doing photo editing and you want something very color accurate. And
are they touch enabled?
It is touch,
okay.
Yes. You can get it with touch. And then, yeah, so we've done a couple other things just because it has that graphics card in there. We've changed up the thermals a little bit. So we have dual fans, intaking air on the bottom, and then there is a vent inside the hinge here that vents the air out to help keep that graphics card cool. And it is a little bit kind of tricky to see from this angle.
What are the ports on the I/O on the device?
Oh yeah, there are several. So we have our charging port. There it requires a 135 watt charger, so you can't charge it with Thunderbolt or anything like that. But it does have two Thunderbolt ports on this side. It has a full HDMI, and then it also has a adapter for Ethernet there, and of course headphone jack. And then this side here we have a SD card slot, as well as I believe there's a, I can't see from this angle, two USB 3.0. One is an always-on charging, and then of course Kensington lock on there as well. And so with this will be announced at IFA, but we will have kind of a sibling system to this announced at SIGGRAPH called the P1. So it'll be the same chassis and everything, but the main differences are the fact that it will have the option for a Xeon card as well as Quadro graphics. So something that's a little bit more workstation based for that kind of productivity. Yeah, this is definitely more of an appeal to the
business. Yeah,
kind of prosumer almost set. So yeah, as far as pricing goes on this, it'll start at $1,900. Fully loaded up, it'll go up to $3,000.